Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Okay, perfect. We'll use this again. How are you guys? Everyone's good? Amazing. So, we've met last week. I believe most of us are the same individuals since last week, yeah? Are we? Where's our financial friend, the mogul over there? Where is he hiding? He didn't come today. Hello, sir. How are you? Today, probably it will be more interesting for you. We'll talk more money, huh? Okay. So, guys, we're here today to talk not only about Arms and McGregor International Realty. We're here to talk about Arms and McGregor International Realty and what would it resemble to you? The experience of developing a company like Arms and McGregor International Realty. My experience in how to get where we are today as a company and as an individual, as a professional, as well as how can you integrate into something like that to start where we've reached. Okay? Obviously, you all know that technology evolves, possibilities do evolve, and what's possible for you today was definitely not possible for us 20 years ago. Yeah? And developing something today is much easier. So last time, I've asked you all, who knows how to run a campaign without spending much money? Today we'll learn, by the end of our session, how and why would we do that. Yeah? So, Arms and McGregor International Realty, guys, is a real estate firm, but it's much more than that. To me, it's a people's success center. Okay? I'm a marketing graduate. I am a marketing graduate in a very difficult way. So prior to graduating in marketing, I went for musical studies. Now, trust me, I have very little to do with music. I don't even know how to listen to music rather than form music. But I don't know why I decided to go for musical studies. And I've went for that, and it was 3 years of my life spent over that, which is, in a way or another, 3 lost years, but I've gained much of experience on what not to do with your life. Yeah? What not to do with your life. After that, I went into sales, and I started in sales of timeshare. Who knows timeshare? We talked about it last time, so most of you should know it. Who doesn't know timeshare? Timeshare is selling the use of a place, a house, or a condo, or a resort, and selling it by use of time. And there's different forms of timeshare available all over the world. Timeshare is an industry that have evolved as well. There is private residence club that were formed out of that initial concept. There is fractional ownership that was formed out of that initial concept. And I've developed in that business as a salesman, and I've enjoyed it. They used to say that I was a good salesman because I talked too much. Let me tell you, it's not true. Good salespeople should not talk. Okay? That doesn't mean I'm a lousy salesman. You've only seen me talking. However, I only talk when needed, hopefully, although I still talk more than needed most of the time. So, after sales, I went into trading, and I found myself in an industry that can offer me 3 things. Money. I wanted money. Capability of growth. And scalability. So what I wanted is a career in something that I can impact my life, my surroundings' lives, and everyone's lives with. And I chose real estate because of those as well as scalability. You can scale in real estate. And regularly, real estate as a purchase or as a business is huge. Yeah? And I started within that route with a development company in UAE, developed into several other markets with understanding, and my background in timeshare helped me so much. And then I decided one day that I want to run things the way I wanted to feel and grow people around me and an organization that resembles me and represents me. Arms and McGregor International is a university project of mine. So it wasn't a real estate company when it used to be a university project, but it was a brand that I liked and that worked well. And as most of you can know, naming is a science. Yeah? And when you're branding, a name is very important. Super important. So Arms and McGregor International Realty was started. We started in 2013, physical operations on ground in Dubai. Since then, we've developed to own many other companies, one of which is BBP Media, BBP, Tech Channels, Property ePortal, Zep Travel, Morgan's International Realty, Clemson Porter, Dubai of Plan, and all of those became our group, our family. And we started with each company to serve our needs. So we wanted to market, but we didn't want to subcontract. We need slightly more control and slightly more lucrativity. What did we start? BBP. Because BBP would add value on that level. Yeah? Who of you wants to have his own organization, his own company? What company would you like to have? Very good. So you're into fintech today. You're the future, my man. Okay. Who else? You wanted to open a company, yeah? What company? Retail. Why retail? Okay. I'm sure each of you has principles, and actually most of you said, yes, I want to open my own organization. Let me tell you what it takes, guys. People think that I want to open my own organization because I will have more freedom. Who believes so? Hands up, please. It's good that we only have 1.5. It's good that you didn't raise your hand. You will not have more freedom, sir. You'll have less freedom. Because while in a job, in essence, you work for a management and a board or an ownership. When you are working in your own organization, every customer is your boss. Yeah. So not one person is paying your salary, but the collective of all your clients are paying your salary. So you'll have no freedom. You'll have too many nights with little sleep. Now, because I used to work that way when I used to be an employee, it was easy for me in a way or another to transform because I continued working as hard as I used to work. But I discovered while I was going that it not only takes commitment and consistency, it takes something else. Who starts things here and doesn't complete them, doesn't continue, doesn't finish them? Good job, guys. You're aware. Yeah. Good job. You're aware. What have you started and haven't completed recently? Okay. Come here. Come. Join me. This is the most honest thing I've heard. It's scary how honest it is. You're very good at
procrastination.
Okay. How? Tell me how.
I'm just lazy.
How lazy?
My roommate can answer this.
Man, don't put him into that.
But I know I'm aware that it's a bad habit of mine, and I'm working to improve it. So.
Very good. How are you working to improve it?
Well, that's it.
Hopefully you don't tell me my roommate is aware of that as well. How?
I don't have an answer for this, but yeah, I'm working on myself. But like small tasks. So, I don't know.
Can I help you?
Yeah, please.
Create habits. Thank you first
Thank you.
for being aware and for saying, yes, I am, and for understanding that you need to change, because those are the first few points of change. of development. But you said something that is key. I'm doing small things here and there. Make them habits. The biggest hurdle, the biggest challenge you have today is your mindset. That's your biggest challenge. Who's short of resources here? Short of resources? He doesn't know what he's coming here for, my friends. Trust me. Come, let me tell you. You're short of resources?
Yeah,
How are you?
fine.
Okay. Do you have a computer?
Yeah,
Do you have a Facebook account?
yeah,
Do you know Google?
yeah.
Can you go back, please? Guys, whoever has those three has more than your parents have ever had, has more than your teachers have ever had. Yeah? Your doctors today have never had access to what you have access to today, which allows you not only to be receiving parties, but also to be exactly. So you can start creating today, and some of you, by the way, started creating last week after our meeting. Who started creating? Yeah? Actually, I'm proud of every single one of you who really took action. So start by creating habits. And I'm sure, by the way, 80% of people probably are so good at what you're good at, procrastinating. I'm sure. But many don't know, aren't aware, or don't like to say. So start by being good at it. Good at being aware and good at creating the right habits. And for us, starting by being aware and creating the right habits, we needed to create the right habits as a system. I was a one-man show and started with a very small team. And I said one day I needed to create a system, because otherwise it's emotional. I wake up in the morning, I look at my roommate, I put snooze, and I sleep again. Yeah? Good job, man. So as a company, I cannot afford to do that. Not only will I go bankrupt, I have responsibility towards people around me. Imagine your doctor does that. Do you have any teacher who does that? How dare you? So imagine your doctor does that. He has a responsibility. You believe that your responsibility is only about yourself. You're mistaken, but we'll reach that in a second. So I understood at that time that we need to set processes and a structure so that things can be consistent as a system. And this is how we started, by setting simple processes, because remember, things do not have to be complex. Whoever is in finance today can tell us, I'm sure there's others in finance. Who's else also in finance, please? So I'm sure most of the guys can tell us that accounts 100 years ago is as accurate as accounts today. Is it? Is it? Or am I mistaken?
Yes, sir.
It's as accurate. However, the process have changed. So the development and the transformation happened in the process. And this is where we started. We created simple processes. And we started by our recruitment process for one very important reason. Most important thing in our business is who said profits? Who said profits? Profits? Who said people? Customer. Who said people? That's the right answer. People.